With the rising cases comes more concern as people look to gather this evening to celebrate, but how can you do it safely? That's the question. State and local health officials are urging everyone to be smart. For more on this now, we turn to Austin Love, who is live this morning with us. Austin, good morning.
Yeah, hey, good morning to you, Dave. Being safe and smart is really the message that health officials continue to preach this morning, especially here in the state of Ohio and in Cuyahoga County, where, Dave, as you just mentioned, the numbers continue to be off the charts in terms of COVID-19. And if you're looking to gather with friends and family this evening, as far as the CDC goes, their guidelines haven't changed much in terms of getting together. They continue to say keep gathering small, wear a mask, social distance, avoid large crowds, especially indoors, and test before and after to prevent the spread of COVID-19. As far as Cuyahoga County goes, we spoke to County Executive Armond Budish yesterday. He spoke to remind residents that the county leads the entire state in all categories, including most cases of COVID-19, hospitalizations, and also deaths. His stance: avoid large parties. In a statement to 3, he wrote, "I certainly understand the desire to get out to celebrate after we've been restricted for so long, but I want to strongly urge people to avoid big crowds, and if you do go out, wear a mask." He went on to say, remember, giving up large gatherings for fun now is a much better option than gathering for a funeral later. And of course, strong words from him right there. But again, Dave, the message to everyone: be safe, be smart, and avoid these large crowds as you're getting together this evening. And this is soon to Ohio to cross a grim milestone of nearly 2 million COVID cases. We're soon to come up on this, but for more information on this, you can head to our website, wkyc.com. Dave.
Okay, Austin, thank you. We'll see you a little bit later here this morning. Well, some new information this morning. Mask recommendations are changing when it comes to the highly contagious Omicron variant. Doctors say now might be the time to upgrade from a cloth mask to something with more layers. UH's Dr. Amy Edwards says the single-layer cloth mask isn't enough to protect you from Omicron.
Is it a well-made, well-fitted cloth mask that has multiple layers and is good at filtering? Or is it just a cheap cotton mask that is not that high quality? Then no, there's probably just no point in wearing that. It might help a little bit, but you just have to realize that Omicron is incredibly, incredibly contagious compared to prior variants.
For adults, Dr. Edwards suggests wearing a surgical mask or a well-fitted N95 or KN95.
Kids in school, when they're masked, can remain safe. And so again, based on resources, based on, local situations, there will probably be schools that will be able to go back.
Students may be seeing some differences when school goes back in session, including mandatory mask mandates. Districts across the state are looking for statewide guidance to require students to mask up, hoping for a safe return to the classroom. So far, CMSD has announced they will be virtual for the first week back from break, and North Ridgeville has announced a mask mandate through January 28th. Cuyahoga County Health Commissioner Terry Allen has regular conversations with districts that weigh not only the health of everyone in the schools, but also the possibility of having in-person learning.
Need to understand if they've got a lot of staff out that have for COVID or other reasons, they've got to think about staffing. They've got to think about cases or outbreaks that may be occurring among students or staff.
Allen says Cuyahoga County currently sits at a 23% vaccination rate among children. The health department anticipates a meeting next week with schools throughout the county to discuss all things COVID. And listen, this is a lot of information and it's changing every day. So for a list of local schools that are implementing mask mandates or just other adjustments to start the year, text the word schools to 216-344-3300 and we'll send you a link right back to your phone.